Hello and welcome to my channel, I Win to Lose Gaming. So we all know that Layla's been struggling to kind of make a heavy impact when it comes to her damage, but can she actually do some reasonable damage at Constellation 6? In today's video, I'm going to do my best to try and answer that question. So we're going to do both kind of a free-to-play eventually build, which, you know, if you want to play for another 2 years and target Layla Constellations, then yeah, I guess you'll probably get her to Constellation 6 someday. And then we're just going to go all out and just go for as much damage as possible with all my whale gear and equipment and all that stuff. But really quick, it's time to pay some bills. And today's sponsor is March of Empires. Produced by Gameloft, March of Empires is a medieval MMO wartime strategy game where legendary nations unite to clash in territorial conquest. There's tons to do in March of Empires. You can train massive armies, choose epic leaders and formations for those armies, pillage your enemies or trade to upgrade your mighty fortress, and you can even form huge alliances with other people to try to take over the world. But that's not all. If you like the mighty Electra Shogunate and Genshin Impact, in March of Empires' largest update ever, it's bringing the Japanese Shogun faction to the game, where you'll get to build your own Japanese-themed empire and lead your samurai troops to glory. So what are you waiting for? Smash that link down below to get an incredible 5,000 gold to jumpstart your empire building today. March of Empires is available on Android, iOS, PC, and Steam, and is completely free to play, so you can play it for free on your favorite device anytime, anywhere. Huge thanks to March of Empires for sponsoring today's video. We're going to start with the free-to-play Eventually build, which, as we can see, she has 26,800 something hit points, 80% crit rate, as well as 235% crit damage. Unsurprisingly, for the free-to-play achievable or free-to-play Eventually build, she's using the Harbinger of Dawn at Refinement 5. She's at Constellation 6, and for her artifacts, 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece Blizzard Strayer. Her talents are still not fully leveled, so there is room for improvement, especially on her Elemental Burst, which is an important part of her damage output. However, you know, there's only so many Scaramucci's that we can fight every week. So, before we get into any team showcases, I wanted to first start off with Layla's own personal damage, and we're going to start that against the one of the Regis finds, as usual. At this point, this is kind of like a control situation for for testing, right? We have the Regis Vine showcase to see if, hey, you know, can we actually do some real damage to this thing? So, all right, we're gonna start off pretty much the same as we usually do, except we're also gonna incorporate some of her auto attacks. So each star is now doing 6,391, and then each of her little stars were doing 2,000 something. And honestly, like, she did over half of the Regis Vine's health. I think we can work with that in terms of it being, you know, a source of damage. Now let's try Layla in a full team. So we're gonna see if a DPS Layla feels like even tenable to use. Okay, so this time I'm gonna try opening up with probably Mona's Burst into Shenhe's stuff. And now we'll go for the grouping there. And then we can freeze with Mona, like that. So how much? Oh, was that $30,000, 30,000 damage star? I think it was. But yeah, I mean, I think she does damage. But let's also go ahead and try this against a boss fight as well. We're probably going to struggle a bit, but that's the whole point of this. It's to experiment, and it's for you guys to watch me suffer a little bit. Alright, so for this rotation, I think we're going to open up with Shenhe's quill thingy. And we're going to get the swirl like that. And we're going to use another one. So how much was that? Was that 20-something thousand damage? Hey, that, you know, that's kind of acceptable. And look at that, her burst is back up thanks to all the cryo on this team. And I could use Shenhe's burst again, but I think we're in good shape. Okay, that's a little better than I expected. Let's also give this pretty difficult Abyss 12 a try as well. And we're just going to basically do a very similar team, except we're going to use Kokomi instead of Mona for obvious reasons, because we're going to need healing, especially with the Harbinger of Dawn on Layla. Okay, so here we are in one of the more difficult Abyss 12 chambers to date. There are just so many of these little doggos, it is kind of outrageous, in all honesty. But we're going to try and fill up some bursts, refresh Kokomi's stuff, get down Layla's disco ball in a sec. Actually, let me chuck out Venti's stuff first. And now I can throw out Shenhe's stuff as well. I need to use Venti a little bit more on field so I can get more of those Favonius particles, since he has the Favonius Warbow equipped. We'll just toss down her burst again. Now, one problem with this team, as well as kind of making any claims about it, is that it's pretty darn difficult to tell who is doing the damage, right? Needless to say, I think every member on this team is extremely important for the overall well-being and performance of it. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's doing fine, right? Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys consider this acceptable? Although, now that we are on the last one, it's always a bit of a struggle, but yeah, what was that? Like 70 seconds? 80 seconds? 74 seconds. Hey, that's pretty good. I'll see you guys in the next chamber. Okay, here we are in one of the most difficult Abyss 12 chambers to date. I personally really prefer using Kazuha over... Oh, come on. Am I really stuck in there? You've got to be kidding me. I can't move. Well, I guess we're going to see if that matters or not. But yeah, that is pretty disastrous. I mean, I guess it's fine. Okay. Is one of them still alive? Not anymore. Alright, hopefully we can get the Cryo Infusion, the Freeze, and Shenhe's Burst, Kokomi's Burst to reapply the Freeze. Now we're back in business. I think maybe getting stuck in all of them might not have been such a detriment. But do let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think this is a Layla team? A Shenhe Quills team? Or perhaps even an Abyssal Moon team? Because this team is using quite a few elements. Right? So it's a little difficult for me to make the claim. Hey, look! Check out this Layla team. Up next, I want to show you guys my nuke setup with Layla. Now, this nuke setup is with whale gear. I have a Refinement 5 key of, I forget its name, Najis set, I think. And then I have Constellation 2 Kazuha. This is going to be a melt build with a Refinement 5 Elegy for the End on Amber. And finally, my usual Calamity Queller stuff on Shenhe. So after setting up this nuke, as well as with food, we were able to hit for 185,964 damage with one of Layla's stars. Now that was of course only the initial star, as Shenhe's buff ran out after that, but it's pretty cool to see Shenhe essentially doing 185,964 damage. Wait, did I say Shenhe doing 185,000? Yeah, I meant Shenhe's Quill doing 185,964 damage. So that wraps up my showcase of a DPS Layla. Let me know what you think about DPS Layla's performance here. Honestly though, I do think that Shenhe is insanely important for her success, but of course Shenhe can really hard carry most cryo characters. However, Layla's Constellation 6 is actually immensely helpful for her damage output, as well as for enhancing Shenhe's quills. Let me know what you think about her performance here. Me personally, I was a bit surprised, or a bit pleasantly surprised, in that she felt okay to actually use. The shield was very comfy, and if paired with a healer like Kokomi, you feel quite cushy and comfy, and you're still doing enough damage to clear Abyss 12, and even this cycle's Abyss 12 for that matter. Also, I regularly make Genshin Impact videos ranging from Caesar showcases, DPS showdowns, guide videos, and more. So be sure to smash the subscribe button, as it's the best and easiest way for you to support my work. Also, don't forget to like the video and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. This is I Win to Lose, signing out.